I was a very young, probably too young, bride. So I had these kids very early.
Sean Diddy Combs allegedly threatened to hit Kimora Lee Simmons, who was pregnant at the time.
They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping block and something was going on.
Kimora Lee Simmons has broken her silence amidst increasing accusations implicating Diddy in trafficking activities alongside other prominent figures in the industry. Allegedly, she harbors suspicions that her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, may be one of the implicated individuals. In 2017, Russell faced multiple allegations of sexual assault, with the youngest purported victim being just 17. Months later, Russell relocated to Indonesia, a country lacking an extradition treaty with the U.S. Subsequently, Cassie, Diddy's ex, levied accusations of and domestic violence against him in a noteworthy lawsuit, promptly settled, possibly to avert the trial's discovery phase. Following Cassie's revelations, many noted parallels between her story and Kimora Lee's experiences with Russell Simmons. Russell, at 35, reportedly met Kimora when she was 15 or 16, mirroring Diddy, who allegedly began grooming 19-year-old Cassie at 37. Adding to the complexity, earlier this year, Kimora accused Russell of mistreating her and their two daughters. One daughter presented evidence portraying Russell as a dangerous and violent individual. Considering Kimora's close friendship with Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter, the situation raises questions about the depth of this interconnected web. Now that Kimora is speaking out on Cassie's lawsuit, could this be the catalyst to unveil alleged traffickers in the music industry and potentially reopen Kim Porter's case? It remains to be seen. While Diddy settled with Cassie, the story doesn't end there. Cassie's public disclosure has opened a Pandora's box, encouraging others to speak up against Diddy's purported crimes. Kimora Lee, breaking her silence on Cassie's lawsuit, suggests that Diddy may finally be facing the consequences he deserves. A day after Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of years of DV and trafficking, Kimora posted a story with the message, "As you sow, so shall you reap." Concurrently, an old interview resurfaced where Kimora recounted an incident where Diddy threatened to kill her while she was pregnant back in 2004. Interestingly, in the interview, she alluded to Diddy copying everything from her then-husband, Russell Simmons. The article noted a public apology from Diddy, during which Kimora appreciated the revelation that his actions mirrored those of her husband. Given Diddy and Russell's long-standing closeness, with Russell being a regular at Diddy's notorious parties, the intricate ties in this narrative raise further questions. Diddy and Russell purportedly used to holiday together during the time Kim Porter was alive. What is particularly disconcerting is the parallel between Russell's relationship with Kimora and Diddy's involvement with Cassie. Kimora, at the tender age of 15 or 16, encountered the 35-year-old Russell, and they commenced dating shortly thereafter. Russell later asserted that they did not embark on a romantic relationship until Kimora turned 18. In 2020, he posted on Instagram that she was legally acceptable at 17, but she reached the age of 18 in May. Both her mother and her manager, Bethan Hardison, endorsed, backed, and expedited their connection. However, many fans noted that Russell's statements failed to exonerate him. While a 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old may be within legal bounds, it is still considered predatory. Russell and Kimora tied the knot in 1998, sharing two daughters, Ming Lee and Aoki Lee. Their marriage, however, was fraught with difficulties from the outset due to Russell's domineering conduct and bouts of anger. In 2008, Kimora filed for divorce, but the situation deteriorated as Russell allegedly started harassing and threatening her and their daughters. Despite Kimora's initial efforts to shield her daughters from public exposure, she reached a breaking point earlier this year and took to Instagram Live to bring the truth to light.
He's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, that has turned them off or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? We've seen a lot lately over the years.
Kimora disclosed that, despite Russell's lack of involvement in their daughters' lives, He persistently posted photos of them on social media, attempting to portray himself as a devoted father. This mirrors Diddy's public displays of love for Kim Porter, often viewed as attempts to conceal underlying issues. The situation intensified when Kimora revealed that Russell had allegedly threatened harm to her children. Aoki, one of Kimora's daughters, corroborated the claims and asserted she possessed evidence of Russell's harassment. Adding an intriguing layer, Kimora divulged in her live session that Russell faced financial difficulties and she supported him for several years. This might elucidate why, following accusations by multiple women in 2017, Russell relocated to Bali as he lacked the financial means and connections to address the allegations in court. His subsequent transformation into a yoga teacher, evident on his Instagram, parallels the pattern observed in others. In contrast, Diddy, with his distinct financial standing, is not subject to the same repercussions. Unfortunately, it is a recurring theme to witness affluent and influential individuals evade consequences for grave offenses. Notably, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, alluded to this when recounting his attempt to publish a book involving Diddy, Russell, and other dubious figures in the industry. Remarkably, he was advised that action could be taken against Russell but not against Diddy.
People was disgusted on how Jay-Z, Kane, and Puff is coming out for Russell Simmons. They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping block and something was going on.
Jean hinted at Diddy and Jay-Z concealing information on behalf of Russell. Now, fans are encouraging Kimora to divulge her knowledge about Diddy and Russell, speculating that these trafficking accusations extend to influential figures in Hollywood. One fan said the way it was described in the lawsuit about Diddy filming Cassie on multiple devices, adjusting the candles and wearing masks, while she was essayed sounds like some called ritualish. I think he was filming to show other ritualites, and another person added something else will come out about Diddy by March. April 2024. Don't be surprised if Kimora Lee Simmons will speak on something she saw. Share your thoughts on whether Kimora possesses additional information about Diddy's purported transgressions in the comments below. Stay tuned for the upcoming video.